Hey, I can show you how to achieve complete, pure happiness if you stick around and stop running away from your problems. That is what's keeping most of people from achieving happiness because they don't like to focus. They don't want to look at the problems, they'd rather run away from them. And this video is to help those that want to find pure happiness because it's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful experience. And it's waking up every day with pure joy, pure happiness, like blissful moments after moments, day after day. Every now and then you will experience uh, uh, difficulties, but it's you're vibrating at a different frequency. Like those things does not bother you anymore. You see them for what they are. You see them uh, as the universe testing you to see how you will react or how you will respond to those situations. And I want to make this video because I like to help people free their minds, free themselves from society's mold of work, work a 9 to 5, have a job, go to work, come back home, have a home, have kids, get married, and then just die. That's not what life is about. Life is about gaining new experiences. It's about traveling, seeing new things, experiencing new people, things. That is truly living because most people are, if they're not, most people are not really living if you look at their lives. They go to work, come back home, eat, sleep, and repeat. They already dead inside. That's not really living. That's why most of the time they feel depressed, they feel stressful, and anxiety kicks in because the soul wants to express itself. And if you're not growing, you're already dead. And if the soul is not expressing itself, it wants to express itself because that's what it's about. Life, it's about living. Um, so I want to tell you guys how to achieve pure happiness. You'd have. I don't care what you do with your life. It's your life, but your experiences are your experiences. My experiences are my experience. I choose to live my life the way I want to live, and I make sacrifices based on the lifestyle I want to live. But I'm not going to force my lifestyle on anyone else. That's their whatever lifestyle they want to experience as their prerogative. I'm not going to force my lifestyle on them, but I want to be able to show them what is possible instead of just living the way they're living. Their life could be a lot much better. So a lot of people, I what I what I tell you is based on personal experience from facts I've gathered and from being around and interacting with people. So I've noticed that a lot of people like to focus on problems. They don't like to focus on solutions. So that's why people get stressful. They getting anxious because whenever they face the problem, that's all they can focus on because the consciousness is focused on the conscious mind is operating on a low frequency. They cannot see beyond the problem. So the more they focus on the problem, they create stress, anxiety, and then they put the body into a survival mode. They shut down the immune system, and the body is more susceptible to getting sick. And then the body start to decay. They start aging. Uh, it's just a cycle. But uh, what you need to do is whenever you face the problem, don't focus on the problem. Just recognize the problem, but focus on trying to find a solution to the problem. Focus on keep thinking to yourself, what can I do to resolve this situation? What can I do to help better my circumstances? Because life is always going to throw you curveballs, life is going to test you, life is always going to give you lessons, life is going to throw problems at you. Everyone faces problems in life. Even the most successful people, they face problems. The only difference is they know how to solve those problems. That's the only difference between a successful person and a non-successful person. And I'm saying that successful is relative. So um, the only difference is the successful person have a better way of solving their problems to overcome them, and the average person, they tend to focus more on the problem, which then creates anxiety. So what I want you to do is to, whenever you face a problem, focus on trying to find a solution. Don't focus on the problem. You already know what the problem is. Don't keep your mind operating on that frequency. Just focus on trying to find a way to resolve it. And I've also noticed um, that a lot of people, they lack communication. That is one of the key point in life. You have to communicate with people. This is how you build relationships. This is how you build a strong foundation in any relationships, is communication. Because most people are really sensitive and they get into emotions. They take things too personally. And whenever someone get in arguments with another person, it doesn't even have to be an argument. Even with when someone disagrees with another, let's say if I'm having a conversation with you and you disagree with me, then you get all in your emotions. You take things too personally, and then people are so, especially on social media, people are, whenever they get into a slight disagreement, people are so quick to push the block button. Block, block, block. I don't want to see this person. I don't want to talk to this person. And by doing this, you blocking the throat chakra. The throat chakra has to do with communication. If you don't communicate with the person and trying to find an understanding instead of just blocking them, have a conversation with them. Come to a reasonable understanding, see their viewpoints, and they will also see your viewpoint. Most people argue because they want to be right, not to find an understanding, not to understand. So they're quick to push the block button. So then they block the throat chakra. And when you block the throat chakra, like your physical body is an instrument which energy flows. For instance, if you want to attain wealth and success, it's going to be very difficult for you if your chakras are not aligned, if energy is not able to flow through you. That's what life is about. Life is about energy. Energy flows through you. The more energy you have, the more things you have, the more success you have. And because energy is able to flow through you, but when you block any of the chakras in your body, then you block um, the energy from flowing. Even money is energy. If you if your throat chakra is blocked, then you will never receive the amount of money you want or any of your desires, because you have blockage in your system that's preventing you from achieving your goal. So instead of blocking someone, instead of like, just have a genuine conversation and communicate with them, and try not to take anything too personally. And I and you will always find happiness in traveling. In like I said, live life is about traveling. It's about gaining new experiences. It's not about staying in one location. You're not going to learn much. You're not going to experience much if you stay in one location. Um, it's Life is about expanding your consciousness, expanding. Life is ever expanding, so you cannot remain stagnant in life. So you have to keep moving, keep gaining new experiences. And my goal is to free the minds of many, to free themselves from society's mold, to free themselves from their 9 to 5, to free themselves from their job. They work a job, they think they like the job, but it's that's all they know, because uh, most people, they are operating on lower consciousness, so they don't know what they don't know. They have even the most successful people are um, unconscious incompetent, which means uh, they are successful based on the subconscious level. They don't know why they're successful. They don't know how they've achieved the success, but they just know they've achieved the success. That's because the subconscious is controlling their lives. Imagine if you can become a conscious competent. You know why everything works. You know why the universe is sending you these events, these people. You know why everything is happening to you, and then you start to realize you can't take anything personal because everything is happening exactly how it's supposed to be. You don't get angry, you don't get upset, and um, you see things for what they are instead of seeing things for how instead of trying to see things as you are, because most people don't see things as it is. They see things as they are. So try not to be angry at anyone, because try not to take anything personal, because when you become angry, you're allowing someone else to control you. Because if you allow someone else to control you by emotions, by how they make you feel, then you've lost control. So try not to focus on problems. So I don't want to keep this video too long, so I'll go over the key points. Is uh, free yourself, free your mind, see what is possible. Life is beautiful, and you can achieve anything you want. Happiness, peace of mind, joyful. But that's why I've made the YouTube channel, to help people. But most people are stuck in their ways, and also the ego is in the way. So it's hard for them to let go of the living conditions. It's hard for them to let go of their habits, because the body has become the mind. They have lost control of their life. So their life is being lived in, but they think they're living their life because they're not in control. No one, a lot of people are not in control of their life because the subconscious is in control, and but they think they're in control. And then when something bad happened to them, they wonder why they can't control it, because they're not in control of their life. The subconscious is. So guys, uh, don't get angry too often at people. Don't. Whenever you do get in disagreement, try to come to an understanding instead of cutting communication. You shutting down your energy flow. You need to have flow in your life, and free your mind, travel more, see the world, experience. That's another way you will achieve happiness, by gaining new experiences and seeing new things. And I guess that's all I want to say. Just don't don't take anything too personally, and try to remain positive at all times. Until the next video.